Changes in matter. And here's a paragraph. Do not read the paragraph until you need to. And then they give you a table. Again, don't even read the table until you know what the question is asking. Which equation represents a chemical reaction identified in the table? So we're looking for something that is actually in the table. Let's look at A. We've got H2O, water, goes into H2O, ice. This is a physical reaction, not a chemical, because we've got the same exact elements. H2O, H2O. It's not A. We look at B, 2Mg plus O2. Here, we do not have a full equation. We've got the two reactants, but we don't have them turning into a product. B is out. C, we've got 2NH3 turns into 3H2 plus N2. We go back up to the table, and this column is before, this column is after. Let's look for this, 2NH3. It's not here. It is over here. Look at that. It's over there. Turns into or goes into 3H2 plus N2, which is that. However, these are the reactants. This is the product. It's reversed here, so it is not C. And we look at D, Ag and O3 plus NaL, Ag and O3 plus and NaL. Turns into AgL, AgL plus and NaNO3, NaNO3. That's your answer. It needs to exactly match the reactants and the product. This one, metals investigation. Again, don't read unless you have to. Based on the information, what is the general word equation describing what happens when a metal reacts with an acid? So we are going to have to read a little bit. Small pieces of 3 different metals are placed in separate test tubes. Acid is added. A chemical reaction occurs. The products of each chemical reaction are salt and hydrogen gas. So we're looking for the correct chemical equation for this. So we start with what they started with, metal. Come down here, metal has to be first. That means it is absolutely not D. Get rid of D, not your answer. Then they say you add acid. That means your reactants are metal plus acid. A is out, that's a reaction right there. We need metal plus acid. So it could be either B or C at this point. Then the product. So after the reaction, we get salt and hydrogen gas. Look at B, salt and hydrogen gas. That's our answer. We started with metal, we added acid, and we ended up with salt and hydrogen. C doesn't work because there's no salt.